From CNN, Democratic Texas lawmaker passes 24-hour mark on state House floor after refusing GOP demand for law enforcement escort. In a dramatic protest, Texas Democratic Rep. Nicole Collier has spent over 24 hours on the House floor, refusing Republican demands for a law enforcement escort after Democrats returned from fleeing the state. Democrats left to block a GOP redistricting plan they say harms minority voters. Now back, most accepted escorts to move freely, but Collier stands firm, calling it an attack on her dignity. Joined by colleagues overnight with snacks in tow, Collier vows to protect her constituents' rights amid threats of gerrymandering that could add Republican seats. The House now has quorum, but the standoff highlights the fierce battle over voting maps, sparking a nationwide redistricting debate. From Fox News, Newsom-backed high-speed rail boondoggle hit with new House investigation. California's ambitious high-speed rail project, backed by Governor Gavin Newsom, faces a new House investigation over skyrocketing costs and questionable projections. Approved in 2008 at $33 billion, the price tag has ballooned up to $128 billion, with delays pushing service to 2030, far from original goals. Republicans are probing if ridership estimates were misleading to secure funds, especially after the Trump admin pulled $4 billion and called it a boondoggle. Newsom defends it as vital for jobs, but critics demand accountability as litigation continues over federal funding. From CBS News, Venezuela deploying millions of militia after outlandish threats by U.S. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is deploying 4.5 million militia members in response to what he calls outlandish U.S. threats, including a doubled $50 million bounty on his arrest. Accused by the U.S. of leading a drug cartel, Maduro blasts renewed sanctions and anti-drug operations in the Caribbean, vowing to arm peasant and worker forces. The U.S. has deployed vessels and targeted Latin America cartels, while Maduro thanks supporters and claims to defend sovereignty. With a militia founded by Hugo Chavez, official numbers hit 5 million, though estimates vary, amid ongoing tensions over elections and sanctions. From The Telegraph, Netanyahu has pushed Hamas to the brink of destruction. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's aggressive stance may be pushing Hamas toward a ceasefire, as reports suggest they've agreed to release hostages in a 60-day truce proposal. After European recognitions of Palestine emboldened Hamas and stalled talks, Israel's plan to expand operations in Gaza adds pressure, aiming to dismantle remaining guerrilla forces. Backed by Egypt and Qatar, the deal involves 10 living hostages and 18 bodies, but Israel insists on all hostages freed at once for any permanent peace. Amid criticisms that Hamas exploits civilian deaths, the IDF sees a turning point after 22 months, though uncertainties linger in this complex conflict. From The Independent, I don't regret it. Duo arrested after decapitating roommate and confessing to their alleged crime. Two men, Rainer Joyner and David DeGroot, face first-degree murder charges after allegedly killing and dismembering their Army veteran roommate, Matthew McLaughlin. The former soldiers with desertion warrants confessed to ambushing McLaughlin over rumors and drugs, shooting him and scattering remains along a highway. Joyner showed no remorse, saying he doesn't regret it, while DeGroot claimed he was forced to help. Authorities call it premeditated. Friends remember McLaughlin as kind and sweet, met during service in Georgia, as the investigation reveals a chilling betrayal. From the Daily Express, Fox News halted mid-air for breaking news as President Trump issues serious warning. Fox News broke into programming as President Trump shared optimism on Ukraine peace after summits, warning of ongoing challenges amid the Russia conflict. At an Alaska summit, Trump whispered assurances and believes Putin agreed to security for Ukrainians, urging Europe to share the burden. Zelensky called talks constructive, Starmer thanked Trump for progress, and leaders like Meloni and Merz praised his role in negotiations. Trump eyes a tri-party meeting with Putin and Zelensky for a lasting accord, preferring ceasefire but noting it's not immediate yet attainable. And as always, thank you for the like, comment, and subscription.